Hey all there out there in YouTube land. This is Josh. Sarah here with me, and we're bringing you a brand new pickups video for the first half of summer. We've been kind of busy, would you say?
I'd say so.
Okay. We got a lot of games here to show you.
Who's gonna go first?
I guess I'll go first. Like I said, we've been really busy this year, going to the flea market, and we had a yard sale.
And going to other people's yard sales and exchange.
I sold my Saturn, but I had to, because I didn't play it. And I used that money to buy more games. And
I used my money to take them out to eat.
I guess the first thing I can show you guys is in my last kind of fast pickup video I mentioned that I got a Super Nintendo Super Scope 6.
Yeah, the last episode where he was in his brother's car wearing that hat that guy could have had headlights. That he gave me a sneaky dirty look.
But anyway, the Super Scope 6. It's pretty much complete. The only thing that's missing is the game, which is not a big deal because I can get the game pretty cheap anywhere. I think I've seen it at my local game store for like $1. So, but I'll open it up real quick, show you what it looks like. I want to get it so I can complete this. Like for my Nintendo box, all I need is that Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt to complete it with. But yeah, real quickly I'll show you this. I ain't gonna take it out, but this is what it looks like. It's got the gun. It's got the infrared. It actually came with the manual for it and a bag of goodies. And there's also a poster for it too, which I thought was kind of cool that he kept that.
Did you just belch?
Yeah. Sorry, I had a good dinner recently.
It's gross.
Yeah, Super Scope 6. If I can get this back in here, because this is kind of a pain to get back in. Alright. That wasn't pretty bad. Okay. And with the money from the yard sale, we went to the flea market. We didn't find anything. I think the only thing I found was... The only thing I found was, for Wii, I got Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Archives. Basically...
That was at the flea market.
Yeah, it was at the Andover flea market. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came with the game and the manual, or the strategy guide. And I saw the strategy guide, and I was going to ask him how much he just wanted for the strategy guide. And he said he was selling it together for like $10. So
It was $10.
So I picked it up. I thought that was a good deal. I mean, it gave me the strategy guide. The strategy guide usually goes for like, what, $8, something like that?
No, a little bit more. It depends.
But after all that, I didn't find anything else there, so we decided that when we got back we would go to our local game store. And I took whatever I didn't sell at the yard sale and I traded it in for store credit, and I got a
traded my stuff for money.
Pretty good amount of stuff. Actually, I actually forgot on my shelf.
Because I wanted to get a new dress and hair dye.
I'll show you this one first. This was probably the first item I picked up. Complete inbox with, well, the original wrapper still on it and the original retail price sticker on it. For $30 I paid for this, and I thought it was kind of worth it. Complete inbox for the NES. I got Konami Super C, sequel to Contra. And I thought this was pretty cool. This game is actually pretty fun. I liked it a lot. That was the first one I found. And these other games I picked up after I found that. Hudson's Adventure Island. And Akari Warriors 2 Victory Road. And then my favorite, I love this game with the arcade version of it, and especially the Amiga version of this game, Tenjin Tubin. It's a lot of fun. And there's a couple games that I got mixed up in here that I got the week following the flea market. We went to a Waterford flea market, which is another flea market that we normally go to.
Yeah.
And I picked up 2 games from this lady this lady I think is a reseller. I'm going to go ahead and say that she's a reseller, but her prices for her games are just real low, in my opinion.
Yeah, would you like to say what the asshole said?
Oh yeah,
Stand?
it's funny. We were looking through the games, and this one guy comes up to the lady and goes, "Yeah, with all those games, you could probably take all your games to like GameStop or
Exchange for
exchange and get like your money's worth." And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, you don't do that. You don't do that to someone at the flea market because
And she
It's
told
not
him
right.
off it was funny. And she's like, actually, I make more money doing it here than taking them off all the way out there.
right? But the 2 games I got these for $4 a piece, and I thought that was a steal. I got Contra, the original Contra, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES. Thought those were pretty good. Let's see, what do I got here? I got a bunch of games. So. Another game I picked up. I got this at the exchange. I kind of wanted it. It was $5. It was the Total Carnage for the Super Nintendo. Not bad. Now these next group of games, I got off a buddy of mine for $25 a piece. Or yeah, $25 a piece. That'd be really expensive. No, $25 for the whole thing.
Or like a pack of 10 or 11.
And they're not the best titles. They're pretty much just $2-3 titles. But the last item in the pile I thought was worth the whole $25 in my opinion. So
I always wanted that one too. And he got it.
yeah, I got it. But the titles are Airwolf, and these are all NES games. Sesame Street, Let Her Go Round, and Ernie's Big Splash.
Brings back childhood watching that show.
Right. Here's a Capcom one. Disney Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. Monopoly. Bandai's Athletic World. Wish I had the mat for it. Bandai Golf. Not much to say about that. Silent Service. Now here's an alright one. I mean, it's decent. I mean, it's still cheap but decent. Konami Jackal.
Wow, it's very 902.
Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. They made like 1 million of these. And Days of Thunder. Now, yeah, they're all cheap. They were all kind of cheap titles. I mean, but whatever. The last item made up for it, I think.
Where's this one?
I already said that. The last item I got was the Super Nintendo mouse, and it came with Mario Paint.
One I always been wanting.
Now, he said he was going to look for the mouse pad, but he still hasn't found it yet. So hopefully he'll have the mouse pad for it. But for $25 for 10 games, 11 games, and Mario Paint and the mouse, I'm not complaining. I thought that was really cool. The last 2 items I got is a game and a system. I guess the game I'll show you is at a flea market. I picked it up because I thought it was the rare one, but it isn't. Sword Quest Fire World. Apparently, it's only worth as much as I paid for it. I thought it was worth more, but apparently that's a water world.
You made a little oops there.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one.
Yeah. Oh.
Can you go with your store credit?
Yeah, I got a bunch of more items I forgot to show off. First, to show off these 2 items I got at that same flea market where I got that Atari game.
And always buy one guy's stuff that he got those books that he's got.
I got 2 books, and I thought they were kind of neat because I never seen these before. Apparently, there's books on them. We got Doom Endgame, and Doom Infernal Sky. I never knew they made books on Doom. That's pretty cool to see. Last item I got at my local exchange. I got it with the rest of my yard sale credit I got there. And it's a game I kind of wanted to pick up for a while. I got it, and I thought it was pretty cool because I got the strategy guide for it too. And I got it all under 25 bucks. And that's Resident Evil Revelations for the PS3. Around here it's really hard to find for the PS3 for some weird reason. You can always find it for the Xbox 360, but PS3 version it's like impossible to find. And then the strategy guide for it. And it's in like mint condition, so I thought that was pretty good. And then the last item I got from the exchange was this Exploders cheat system for the PS3. Not much to say about it. I just wanted it. And the last item I got to show you is a pickup on eBay that I got for a steal, I think.
And he won the offer too.
I gave him an offer and he accepted it, and it was so cool, and I'm glad I got this now. Back in my collection, if I could find the 2 games that I have for it.
And you guys probably will know what it is automatically once you see those 2 games.
Wherever I put them. Our room is a mess right now.
And your stuff's all over the floor.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
There's you. Alright, I found them.
Yeah, would you like to guess what game system was that from? That he's going to show you?
I'll give you a hint. It's one I used to have, and I sold it, and I kind of regretted selling it, because it's a childhood system that I had when I was a kid, growing up. Had a lot more games for it. Hoping to get those games again for it. But anyway, it's the TurboGrafx 16 system. I am very happy to put this back into my collection. I got it for a whopping $58 plus $11 shipping and handling. And what's cool about it is it came with the system, 1 controller, the RF switch, power supply, original power supply, and 2 games. It came with Bonk's Revenge and Pac-Land. And I gotta say, $58 for a TurboGrafx 16, 2 games, and it's all complete, and it works great, is a steal, in my opinion. 'Cause these go for just $100 just for the system. And Bonk's Revenge is a $30 game on eBay. So, that alone, I thought was a steal. Now I'm going to draw your attention over to Sarah. She's going to go over all the games that she's picked up.
Thank you, Ginger. Okay, see, I've got this from the flea market up in Andover. It was the original The Sims. I think the very first one made, Go Life. It ain't complete, and it's for GameCube. That's also the day where I first purchased my GameCube from the same guy. He knocked $5 off, so I got it for 25 bucks.
It's not bad.
And I got this one here from this Ginger here.
It was in my
GameCube.
It was in my collection, so I gave it to her.
It was complete. I'm more of a Sims fan than he is, so that's why he gave it to me.
I just couldn't get into it.
See, he bought this from the same dude for me, for GameCube, but it turns out I didn't have enough memory card space from the memory card that he let me use. So,
yeah, that brings up a thing. The only thing I don't like about the GameCube is with the Sims game, you gotta have like a huge memory card just to play the game.
Yeah, so
like to save it.
I was upset.
I thought that was kind of stupid. Whereas the PS2 version of the same game, you can use an 8 megabyte memory card, which is a normal memory card for it.
Yeah,
but they made like weird memory cards for the GameCube.
Yeah. And see, this one I used to have this for PS2. I sold it at the local exchange. And Josh gave me this one, and this one's also complete. The Herbs Simmons City. This one, I know you guys are gonna think this is ridiculous, but I bought this very same game off Yimmer, off Yimmer.com. Another local store, but way overpriced games. I got this for
$120 for a copy of Chrono Trigger for the Super.
And I got this for $8, and it was complete. The Sims 2 Pets for PS2. The one I have for GameCube, I cannot play for GameCube because the memory card's so freaking big and outrageous for it. I got this at the local exchange for $10. The Sims Castaway. I had it like a burned copy of it, but I wanted the actual copy. I got this one also at the Waterford Flea Market for $5. And the best thing is complete.
Sims 2.
And
That's the one I used to play on the PC.
I used to have this game way back, but it got destroyed from someone. I will not mention any names.
It's a little different on the PS2 version than the PC version.
And see, I always liked these games. I'm never into sports titles, never hardly was, but I like a couple sports games. It was technically for Xbox, but I got one for GameCube and the other one for PS2, and he found the one I liked for PS2. It's my top favorite. But the first one I'm going to show you is for GameCube. Outlaw Golf. And this one's alright.
It's a cheap game you can pick up for like $5.
Yeah, I got it complete for $4.
It's like a, I don't know,
And
vulgar golf game, I guess you could say. It's kind of funny.
this one's alright, but I like the second one better. I'm going to show you the PS2 one I got. This is the one I really love, is the Outlaw Golf 2. More my thing. Rated M for mature. If you pick up this game, you'll see why. And I have them over on the other side, the microphones, but I bought this one at the exchange for $10. Queen. I love Queen, one of my favorite British groups of all time. If they had made an Elton John one, I'll definitely be head over heels and buying it automatically. Like, they should make an Elton John one. I think they should. And my last PS2 game, I got this with my microphones, is the SingStar Rocks. It has all different titles into it. And like, I'm going to mention the 4 game systems, sorry, that I have. I got the Atari from him.
Because I had too many of them. I got a complete in box one, so, you know, why not? Give one I had. And the one I gave her is the one I picked up at a yard sale for like a few bucks, so it's like, I didn't need it.
And I bought a Sega Genesis Model 1 off of him.
Yeah.
For $15.
I'm getting her into Genesis.
And I bought another Sega Genesis, but Model 2.
More Genesis to add to the
2
Genesis
for
collection.
$20. And he knocked down $5 off it, like with the GameCube I bought for $25. So that I bought them the same exact day, the Model 2 and the Model 2 Sega Genesis and the GameCube for $45 all together, both of them together. And the Sega Genesis Model 2 came with controllers and everything else, just like the GameCube did, but only with one controller. I bought this because I always had a thing for this board game. Actually, if it was the real board game, I would be playing it for hours and hours. You know what it is? That's right, Monopoly. One of my favorite.
Complete Super Nintendo game. You don't see those very often anymore. People used to throw the boxes away. Unlike Genesis games, they came in a nice clamshell case, whereas Super Nintendo games came in a cardboard box.
And see, that's how the Genesis won this, because that's how people are getting plastic cases.
These are better. Cases are better.
Okay, I'm gonna mention the Sega games. This is what Joshy also gave me. My ginger.
I had like 3 or 4 copies of this game,
Mortal
so
Kombat 2.
I gave her a copy. Mortal Kombat 2.
And I bought this off the same guy, the Waterford Flea Market. It's the 6-pack. And Josh said he wanted to buy my first Sega Genesis, but he never came around because it was too expensive. So I told him just buy me a first Sega game. And this one he bought me is Miss Pac-Man. So I got Miss Pac-Man too. Oh, and I forgot to mention, what I like about the 6-pack is don't get me wrong, Sonic the Hedgehog's awesome too, but I'm really more into the Golden Axe.
She's a pro at Golden Axe.
More like a master.
She beat Golden Axe 2, and I had a tough time playing that game.
I beat 1 and 2. And I bought this from the same lady where he bought the games for 4 for $10, like
Yeah,
at
the
the reseller.
reseller lady.
And I got this one, Beavis and Butthead.
$4. You can't beat that. $4 or 3 for $10. That's, I think, a fair deal for any game, really. I mean, there's hardly any old vintage video game sellers at our flea markets. Me and her only have like 2 that we like. The guy that gives us deals, and then the reseller lady. Not a lot of people sell their old games really anymore.
And the
cheap.
guy, the guy likes us a lot. That's why he gives us discounts on his stuff.
Yeah, it's funny every time we go there. He's like, "Oh, it's you two again."
Yeah, he's like, "I got more stuff for you guys. You might
I got
like."
some new stuff. Not a whole lot, but some new stuff. So that's pretty cool.
I think he's a reseller himself.
Another couple items I forgot to mention.
I'm gonna go first. Finish mine.
All right.
And see, Josh talked me into buying this one.
Hmm.
It's Atari games I'm on about now. Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid. I have that game.
Yeah. Interesting. Josh already had a copy of this, and I wanted it so bad because I think it was so freaking cute.
It's when I bought
The Darth Vader
the black
Atari.
Atari 2600.
And it came with a game, 2 games, and
This is at the beginning of the year. I don't know if I think you already mentioned Pac-Man.
well, I'm gonna mention it now. See, I told him it was so freaking cute that I want it, and I called it my baby ever since.
It was her first video game I ever gave her.
Atari. For Atari, ready?
Pac-Man.
Boom!
Not the best game in the world.
But he's so fucking cute, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's not the best game in the world. It's Atari Pac-Man. Come on.
See, and he gave, in the rest games he gave me.
Miss Pac-Man was
Except-
better.
Yeah, except he bought me this one. This is the very first Atari game he actually
That
bought
game
me.
was better than the first.
And he bought Miss Pac-Man.
And I bought that for her because she wanted it, and I saw it for her
And
At
he
the-
bought it for $4.
at the one guy at the flea market. And,
He got it for me for $4.
yeah. I probably could have got
Let's
it to you for cheaper though.
But look at this. I love how she just looks like she's putting her leg like a hooker.
Yeah.
Like she's like, take me, you ghost.
Right.
Give me all you got. Okay, go and continue. I think I'm missing some of my Atari games, but I ain't sure. Maybe a couple, but the rest is what Ginger Joshy gave me.
I'll just run through. I gave her Demons to
No,
Diamonds.
show it.
Demons to Diamonds.
See here?
I gave
And
her.
the weird shitty title.
I gave her E.T. because I had another copy. I gave her Combat, a game that everybody has from Atari. I have it boxed in my box, and Berserk.
And there's all my games.
Okay. as
Thank
I
you
was
for
saying,
listening, and here, back to Ginger.
I have last two items. The one I can't really show because it's kind of broke. I can't get it to go. But it's the Coleco Telstar Arcade. It's that one that you've seen like on Angry Video Game Nerd, where it's got like a steering wheel,
A gun.
a pistol gun, and like I don't know something else.
And
it
he
takes
saw-
it takes that triangle cart thing. It was really weird.
And
But
he,
I can't get it to go. So
and you saw that Andover Flea Market.
I don't want to feel like bother showing you, but I have one. And
Yeah.
the steering wheel snapped off. I got to re-glue that back on. And then a game that I picked up at
The local Goodwill.
no, not Goodwill.
So,
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army. I hope to have you get it and you had to pay me back because they were
I got
credit
it
cards.
Yeah, I got it because I read online it's kind of rare, not really rare. It's kind of it's kind of hard to find, but it's Starfight for the Sega Genesis. I didn't have it. It comes in box and cart. Box is kind of broken up a little bit. Kind of.
But if it wasn't for me, if they would accept the credit cards, if I didn't have the money, if I didn't have the money, I wouldn't have. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me on your show again.
Oh, no problem. Update on the Sega Genesis Nerd Show. Don't think I'm gonna be doing it. Just don't have time anymore.
But we will when we have the time.
Whenever I have the time, I'll make a new one, but as of right now, I just don't really have a desire to make another one.
Please comment, like, and subscribe.
If we get more comments and, people liking this stuff, I might do another one, but as of right now, it's on hiatus, I guess you
Yeah,
could
it's
say.
on work, and the car's having trouble, and
Just
about one of my parents.
So many
for-
issues right now. Just haven't had money
family issues.
or time to do it. So, Sega Genesis Nerd on hiatus.
And you can also check out my YouTube page, but as the season of Ginger. Sarah Jane. You can also type in Sarah Jane the Freak.
Yeah, you'll find her page. She's got a couple singing videos, couple food videos, or is those on Facebook?
Those are on YouTube too.
Okay. Yeah. Check her page out. It's pretty cool.
And also, there's a Ginger season on there about him.
And then check out my page. Check out the videos. Sega Genesis Nerd pickup videos. Especially, I like pickup videos. I like doing them more. They're awesome.
Yeah.
But this might be the
last one.
I wouldn't say last, but for now, it might be the last one until we get more money. Cause I got stuff I got.
And I got my hospital bill to pay off still.
Yeah, we got bills right now.
Too much things on the plate.
Too many things on the plate. That's why I haven't recorded a video in a while. Just so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
And yeah. Thank you for watching. Like I said, subscribe, watch the other videos, and thank you very much.